Welcome back. This is Aquarium Hacks by Marcus. And so I wanted to address a mistake that I made on when it was time for me to epoxy some of these terrarium decorations. These are particularly from Exoteria. The one that I got for Weco and that I epoxied is doing just fine. I mean, the paint and the epoxy is holding up just great. But I wanted to address a issue that I had with these. As you can tell here now already, that the rocks, I have repainted them with crayon. But I want to address the issue first, especially with this one right here and the other one that looks just like it. So I want to address the issue with these. I did not sand the original paint that was on here, and I don't think it was on there very well anyway from Exoteria. That the paint wasn't on there very well. But I epoxied and I let it dry, and I did everything right with the epoxy resin. And when I put it in the tank, probably within a couple of weeks or so, everything started to peel off. It wasn't necessarily the epoxy that was peeling off, but it was the paint that was under it was started to peel off, which of course obviously made the epoxy also peel off as well. So I mean, the paint was just coming off, so it was just peeling off of here, peeling off of here. Oddly enough, it didn't do it on this rock, and it did not do it on this large rock, but on these medium-sized rocks right here, the paint started to lift off from underneath the epoxy. And so I had to, of course, take it out of the tank, tear off as much of the loose paint as I could. Matter of fact, most of it came off, about 90% of it came off or more, and I had to repaint it. So I repainted it with crayon. First of all, what I did, I scuffed it up with some sandpaper. About a 120 grit is just perfect. So I scuffed it up a little bit. Then I painted it with crayon, and then I used two different coats of crayon on there. One was a metallic, one was a brown. And after I did that, I then painted it with crayon. I let it dry for 7 days with crayon so it could be fully cured. Then I epoxied all this, and I epoxied it twice. And so, and this is what the results came out looking like, which actually, to me, it actually looks better than what it did at first. But that's just a little tip that I wanted to give you guys. If you do decide to use these awesome terrarium decorations, which, by the way, they have holes in the back like that, which the fish can swim in. But if you decide to use these terrarium decorations, sometimes the paint is not painted on there very good. Sometimes the paint will flake off. It shouldn't have flaked off because these things are also used in turtle tanks, right? So if something is used in a turtle tank which has water, then the paint should have been, honestly, waterproof ready paint, just like in an aquarium paint. But sadly, it was not, and it did fade off. So here's my tip for today. If you're going to use terrarium decorations in your tank, I would scuff it up, lightly sand it, get an etching on it first, and hopefully it's a paint that won't peel off, and then go ahead and epoxy it then I would etch it first. Like I said, let me go back. I would sand it first, and then I would use a clear crayon fusion paint over it. If you want to keep your original colors, use a clear crayon fusion paint. And then I would epoxy over that crayon fusion paint after I let it settle in for 7 days. And then I would epoxy and let that cure for about 3 days. So those are my tips. But anyway, these are going to look great in my aquarium. I can't wait to put them in there, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. And until next time, guys, hey, don't be afraid of epoxy resin, especially if you have it that's BPA free, and that way you can have some decorations that will last a long time in your tank. Hey guys, keep on hacking.